Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's been a while. It's been a while. I have an excuse for that. So recently I moved country, so I've actually relocated to the Middle East. So I'm now officially an expat living in Qatar. I've been here for just about 2 months now. So I just decided to make this video to kind of give a review about Qatar, my experience so far. So I landed here on the 6th of March or so. And when I landed, actually when you land, you have to quarantine for about 7 days. Mind you, obviously I'm coming from the UK, so I had to get a COVID test in the UK. Then it has to be negative, obviously. I had to get it 48 hours before you fly. And then once I got here, I had to go to a quarantine hotel, which was already pre-booked for me by my company. So I stayed in the hotel for like a week in the same room. They bring food and everything to you right outside your door, and you eat, you take it out, you just put it outside your door, they take it away. That was that was an interesting experience. I'm not gonna lie, the food was really good. I put on a bit of weight. I put on about 7-8 kilos. But you know, I've worked hard since, and I've kind of lost it, so thankfully. But yeah, so the quarantine hotel was pretty chill, to be honest. The only annoying thing is that you're locked up in a room for about a week before you could do anything. But once the day before I was meant to check out, they did the test on me. Obviously I was negative, and then they allowed me out. Then I moved to my next hotel, which my company paid for. So I actually stayed in the Sheraton for a month. So the Sheraton Grand is fantastic. I love that hotel. That hotel was mwah. There's just a certain je ne sais quoi about it. However, yeah, so it's like a very popping hotel. There's a lot of things there. So they've got Sheraton Beach there, which I definitely, had to get that tan. So after staying within the hotel for a month, because that first month was actually paid for by my company, so I actually had to look for a place to stay. There's a lot of British expats in Qatar. I've only met quite a handful, to be honest. I haven't met a lot of them, but if you are looking to stay around other British expats and stuff, most of them stay in the Pearl. So the Pearl's like one of these developments which is very popping. It's got a lot of good restaurants around. It's got a lot of nice places you can go to and stuff like that. It's really nice. The apartments are nice. The price point's a bit expensive, so I've got this thing where, because obviously when you come from like the UK and stuff, or you come from any other country, your reference point as to whether something's expensive or not is always going to be in your home country currency, right? So every time like someone gave me a price, I'll just kind of do the exchange and see what it was equivalent to in pounds, and I thought, that's a bit expensive. But yeah, that's the price you pay for living in a country which is quite good. I guess there's always a trade-off between something, if you're gonna get money tax-free, which is one of the things I love about here, then essentially you're gonna expect that things are gonna be a bit more expensive. But that doesn't mean that you can't find other places that aren't cheap, so what I actually decided to do was I did some research, and I found out you can actually stay in serviced apartments. So I found a serviced apartment building that was doing a very good deal, which was basically half what I would have been paying for if I stayed in the Pearl. And all I get is a studio. It's a little studio, which I'm actually in right now. I would show you guys around, but maybe another time. I've got a kitchen. I've got, I can cook, do my washing, my laundry, because I've got a washing machine. I've got a bathroom. Obviously, I've got a bathroom, toilet. And I've got a table which I can sit on and study or whatever I want to do, So just in general, I think that was very functional for me. And I've got a decent view. I haven't got a balcony, but I've got a decent view. And the best thing as well is that it's not too far from work. So that's what I've basically gone for. I've gone for, like a service apartment where I can actually, save money. Some people might come, might decide they want to live a bit more lavish. That's up to you, do whatever you want to do. So do everything you want to do according to your finances. If you want to live lavish, live lavish. Another thing here I had to consider, I was thinking about transport. I was actually thinking about of buying a car, because what I notice is that most people that come here tend to buy cars, and the secondary market for cars here is really good. And as you know, price of petrol is cheap. I was actually doing the maths, and you could fill up, I think you could fill up like a 3 litre or 4 litre for like £15, which is insane. Like, you don't understand. It's insane. But for that reason, I actually just get Uber everywhere, and Ubers are quite cheap. So from when I Uber from here to work, it costs me about £1.60 per trip, which is actually cheaper than getting a tube in the UK. Crazy, right? So that's one good thing. It's like transport here is not really expensive. So for me, I'm thinking if I want to get a car, it'll probably be a luxury. But I don't think I'm going to get a car at this point. I think I'm just going to enjoy being driven because it makes more economical sense for me. Like, I did the maths, and on a monthly basis, if I was to Uber to work and back, it'll cost me less than £100. Oh man, I'm just laughing because the reason I'm laughing is because I just think about like when I was in the UK and how transportation to work under £100 is bizarre. Like, that's 1 week pass if you're probably zone 1 to 3. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I guess that's the good thing here. So like, just overall in terms of even like doing stuff here, I haven't actually had the opportunity to do so yet. I'm biding my time. I've still got a lot of time, so don't worry guys, you're going to get a lot more content where I'm actually going to be out and about. I'm going to show you different things, different places. I'm going to explore, I'm going to go to restaurants and all that stuff. So yeah, just look out for the content. But what do I think about Qatar so far? I've got to say I love it. I think the people are really nice, they're really kind. As long as you don't do things that are offensive, then you are good. And it's just one of those places where if you're chill, you're not going to have any problems. So sometimes I actually find it funny because I'll go on the internet and I'll see like people writing stuff about this and that and that and that about Qatar, and I'm just like, wow, I'm actually here, and that's basically not the case. I know what other people are going to ask. They're going to ask about alcohol. I actually found out that alcohol I thought that when I was on the internet, I thought you couldn't get alcohol here, but I went to New Surat and they were serving alcohol. So you can get alcohol if you go to like restaurants or like hotels, and I don't think it's every restaurant that offers alcohol also. On top of that, from what I gather, I'm yet to do it, you can also get an alcohol license. And when you get the alcohol license, you can go to, I've forgotten the name of the place, but you can go to one place and you can buy alcohol from like the shops with the license. So to get the license, you probably have to apply through your work. I'm pretty sure I should be fine in getting it because I know some of my colleagues that have got it. But yeah, so that's that with alcohol. What else? I actually found out as well that that there is a nightlife here. However, because of COVID, that's not happening. So I guess that dispels that myth. But in general, would I recommend you move to Doha, Qatar? I would definitely say yes. Well, I won't say yes. Actually, I'll say I would always say it depends on what you want, right? So for instance, I was working in the UK, and I wasn't, UK. The problem with the UK is that they're gonna tax the living daylight out of you. They'll tax you before you receive your money, and they'll tax you even after you've earned your money. So it's like you can't hide from the tax man in the UK, and essentially what that does is that just reduces your standard of life, no matter. Because the higher you earn, essentially the higher you get taxed. Obviously you can be smart about it, but generally speaking, that just means that you just reduce your liability as opposed to not pay at all. Whereas here, 0% tax. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Like it's one of the sweet things, Anyway, guys, let me know if you have like any questions, or if you're thinking about making a move to Qatar. If you want to ask me any question whatsoever, just let me know and I will respond back. If you want me to make any particular videos to address certain things, definitely will, especially if it's something that I can speak to 100%. But yeah, man, so if you found this video helpful, just make sure you like and help me out with that YouTube algorithm, so that potentially other people who need the same help that you do get the video across as well. Also make sure you subscribe as well, guys. Let's grow the channel. I'm going to definitely be bringing a lot more content from Qatar. So yeah, man, thank you very much, guys, and peace.